Hi, hello my friends. It is so exciting to be with you this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so super excited to celebrate with you and Heartfelt Creations today. What an amazing company that we're able to celebrate today. 25 years. How awesome is that? If you are new and have found us for the first time today, welcome. My name is Tracy Fair. I'm based out of Manitoba, Canada on a small acreage, actually very similar to what Heartfelt Creations would have been started on. You're going to hear some crickets in the background today. My apologies for that. It's that time of year, and they love to sit around and serenade me in the craft room. I am sure Emmalou and Linda are no strangers to creating up beautiful, beautiful creations to the sounds of crickets as well. If I could have taught them to sing happy birthday, believe me, we would have had crickets singing happy birthday in the background. But again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be able to craft with you today. When I started thinking about my project to celebrate 25 years of Heartfelt Creations, I just knew that I wanted to do a flower that was going to give you maximum bang for your buck as well as versatility in your craft stash. Because what is Heartfelt Creations known for more than their beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flowers? So let's take a look. We'll pop on over to the work surface and look at what we're going to be creating today. I have my computer on here, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to follow you guys along with some comments. Good morning, Jan, my friend. Good morning, Gail. Hello, Kathy from Ontario. Cynthia, awesome 25 years of Heartfelt, right? I'm so glad you're loving the classes so far and the history of Heartfelt Creations as well. So this is the card we're going to be creating today. When I think of Heartfelt Creations, of course, I think of those beautiful, beautiful flowers and elegant die cuts. So that's really what I wanted to share with you today. Elegant card making at its finest. Can you guys guess which flower I've used today? I wanted to show you something that was going to be able to be so versatile. You can change up the look with the layers, with the colors. And can you believe it's actually the wild poppy? Beautiful. You can change up this flower so quickly and easily just by changing the colors that you're going to be creating it in. So of course, I went with the traditional Heartfelt Creation color today, that beautiful fuchsia. That's what we're going to be working today with that heartfelt coloring in mind. So before we get started, let's take a look at the products we're going to be using today. For this elegant card, I wanted to go ahead and, as I mentioned, feature the wild poppy. So again, you're going to see that it comes in the various sizes here. We are going to be using the 3 smallest sizes today. The large one I didn't opt to use on this creation. And of course, Heartfelt Creations is known for that fantastic die cutting system as well that's going to cut out those amazing floral petals for you, that's going to be able to give you that professional look each and every time. And we couldn't celebrate more than when Heartfelt Creations came out with the shaping molds, the wild poppy shaping mold. That really has saved so many hands. It's brought those of us who are struggling with arthritis back into that crafting world where we're going to be able to create our own beautiful, beautiful flowers. We're going to be using the Simply Classic Oval. I'm going to take and give you a tour of this beautiful, beautiful die as well. It has so many different intricate pieces that you can layer together to create gorgeous jaw-dropping florals and backgrounds for your florals as well. We are going to go ahead and take a look at the all-time favorite leafy accents. This was a wonderful, wonderful design as well, pairing all of these different beautiful, beautiful foliage pieces with the gorgeous, gorgeous flowers that are just going to be perfect for all of our different creations, all of those different shapes, sizes that are going to make us able to create just the absolute perfect foliage for all of our different pieces. This is one of my favorites to pair with the poppy as well. Now, when it comes to papers, Heartfelt does the most beautiful, beautiful papers. So I wanted to actually use the Wild Aster collection in this card. It has those beautiful, soft, feminine tones that you think of sometimes when you think of Heartfelt creations. The beautiful green we're going to be using today. Of course, that traditional Heartfelt creations, fuchsia, some beautiful patterns and some scripting. And of course, just those beautiful, beautiful brocades. So let's get to creating. We are going to start off with our card base. So our card base here, I have gone ahead and I'm just going to grab my dies here really quickly so you guys can see what I've done here for the walkthrough. For the card, I've gone ahead and used this basic shape piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 of these from white cardstock. Now you're going to see I've already started layering this one just to keep us a little bit on time. But you're going to see here that I've married these 2 together with a joint there in the back. So all I've gone ahead and done is just above these curved pieces here, you'll see that's these right up here. I've gone ahead and scored my fold line. So that's how you're going to go ahead and create this card base. So you're just going to go ahead and marry those together as well. The one thing I do want to disclose about this card base is this card base, when it is loaded with flowers, will not stand the best. What I would go ahead and do later on is actually cut a straight portion here so that we know you're going to be able to stand as well. Next thing we've gone ahead and done is I have created a beautiful frame here from the Luxe Gold cardstock that you're going to go and achieve by using this pairing. You're going to use this beautiful elegant piece with that oval that nests inside of there, and that's going to give you that beautiful, beautiful gold piece that we've offset into the back there. You're going to see this is one of the papers that I've imaged, or I showed the image from the Wild Aster collection. That we're going back to just that original one. Sorry, I missed the step. This one would have actually come first. You would go ahead and mat this straight onto there and then add your gold frame as well. From there, we will go ahead and we will see what we're going to do. You're going to see I've got this piece here that I'm going to actually just inset straight into the center here. I'm going to take some of these and put them aside. I've used this one here. This is going to nest in here perfectly. I've gone ahead and already stamped my sentiment because I know where I want that sentiment to go. And that sentiment, I'll show you that set in just a second here. I'm using my Dries Clear, which is perfect for adhering all of these different layers together. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this in here, pull this into frame a little bit better for you. And you can see how that's just going to nest in there so beautifully. Because we're celebrating a birthday, I thought it was only fitting we pull out the special birthday sentiments. This has all of the different sentiments that you're ever going to need for all of your birthday creations. So make sure if you don't have a good selection of birthday sentiments, this is one you're going to want to pop into your shopping cart today. So here we are. We have this first layer. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and I have used these 2 to create a frame. So this is what we're going to use together to create a frame such as this. As you can see, it's got the solid non-decorative portions, and we're just going to go ahead and layer this on quickly here as well. You can see how all of these beautiful, beautiful die cuts work together to create such a beautiful, beautiful background for all of your projects. Now, I should mention, if you're following along and wanting to recreate this project, the Happy Birthday has been stamped in the Ranger Archival Leaf Green. That's a color that's going to coordinate with the project that we're doing today along with the foliage. Next, I've gone ahead and cut 2 of these decorative ovals. So for that, I just go ahead and use these 3. So you're going to use the large and do all 3 of these, the small one in the center, so that you're going to get a decorative die. I left this one filled so that you can see what these dies do. My biggest advice to you is don't do this. You will have trouble cutting. They don't cut as perfectly and as cleanly if you don't clean this out each and every time. So that's one of my top tips and techniques that I always like to share when we're doing intricate die cutting. Don't leave these bits and pieces in and try to cut 3 or 4 different pieces. You'll find that it's not great. So make sure that you're cleaning your intricate dies each and every time. So we're just going to go ahead here and we are going to apply these together. I wanted that gold backing here to coordinate with the gold frame that we already have going. So I'm just going to add some glue here that dries clear with the fine metal tip. Is perfect for doing this technique. And what we're going to do is we're just going to offset this ever so slightly, just so I have some gold shining through all of the different areas of the die. It's a technique we do often. Oops, my fingers are a little bit sticky, so it wants to come along. But this is a technique you've seen us do time and time again. It yields fantastic results. I like to go ahead and just kind of wipe the glue off the back here like this while pressing to make sure that it's going to all stay in place as well. And then we're going to go ahead and add this to our card base. You can see how this one die alone creates a gorgeous, gorgeous background. And you have so many different ways that you can use these beautiful, intricate die cuts to create different looks for your cards. So we're going to pop that into place there. And you can see how beautiful that comes together as well. Now you definitely could have used foam tape to go ahead and pop those up as well. I have done that on one of my other creations here that I've shown you in the past. But you can see how we now have this beautiful cameo looking card base that's ready for us to embellish as well. Next, we're moving along to our florals, our beautiful, beautiful poppy. You can see here I've gone ahead and stamped this one in the vibrant fuchsia. So that's a beautiful, beautiful color that's super feminine and just so pretty. We're going to go ahead and color the centers with the vivid chartreuse. This is a really unique looking green. When you use it for the floral centers, it keeps its green hue but almost looks a little bit yellow at the same time. I really like this one for my flower centers. And you can see using our Stack and Store daubers, it's very quick and easy just to color up these centers. I'm going to go into the petal a little bit just so that later on when we add our stamens, we're going to keep that color throughout there as well. Liz, you're liking the sound of the nature. Oh, I'm so glad, my friend. Okay, next we're going to use our pink peony. I just want to give these florals a very, very light touch of pink. So we're just going to go and circular motions and add that pink to our petals here. You can see it's quick and easy. Very simple to do. That's the one thing I love about Heartfelt Creations. They've made it so very quick and easy. If you're a colorist and you're wanting to take time to do the extra detailed coloring, you can, but they work so beautifully with coloring with your sponge daubers as well, with just dynamic results. So there you can see that's what our florals are going to be colored like. Once we die cut them, we will put the finishing touch on them by inking some of the edges. We're going to move along here to the leafy accents. The leafy accents here, I have stamped in the olive color. I love to use olive. It's a beautiful, rich color to stamp your foliage in. And we're actually going to go ahead and color that in with some leaf green. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead, again, circular motions. I'm not worried about coloring each and every little bit. I don't mind if there's going to be some white areas left, because we're actually going to go in and add some pink yet too. So again, you don't have to color each leaf the same way. You can leave some white areas. We're going to add in some of that pink to coordinate with our flowers in here, just to give us some unique coloring. I'm going to go back in with my pink peony. Here you can see I'm just going to give that a little bit of interest, so that this is going to work beautifully with our florals and tie in with them as well. Just to give a little bit of depth to these leaves as well, I am going to go back in with my olive, and I'm just going to go in and add a tiny little bit to the centers here, just to darken it up ever so slightly in the center. That's just a great way to give your foliage a little bit of some depth when you're going to be adding that dimension later on. You can see that was a super quick and easy coloring technique. Again, super quick and easy. We would run this through our die cutting machine with the coordinating dies. I do believe I have my poppy dies here handy. Just like this, you would lay them over top. I like to use a low tack tape. I run this through my die cutting machine. I have a larger die cutting machine, so I would be able to cut this all at one time, which is a great time saving as well. And then you are left with these beautiful pieces that you're now ready to work with. You can see here I have some of the leafy accents ready, and I have the 3 different sizes of the poppy, just so you can see that. I'm going to show you the large one here as well, just because I know I often get asked what the decreasing sizes look like. So this is what it would look like. We're not going to use the large one today, but we are going to use these 3 small ones. Now you're going to see that this one already looks a little bit different than the ones that we're going to be using today, and that is because I've gone ahead and I've inked the edges. I'm going to go ahead and grab that vibrant fuchsia that they were stamped in, and I'm just going to use my dauber to flick some color onto the edges of my petals. That's going to give me some beautiful definition to my flowers as well. Fran, you're saying you have been part of Heartfelt Creations since 2011. That is so awesome, my friend. We are so happy to have you as part of our Heartfelt Creations family. Barb, you're having a fun day. You're on your 2nd cup of coffee already. That is awesome. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the festivities that are being brought to you in celebration of the 25th birthday. So here you can see exactly how that now changes up the look of that flower. Now we're ready to go ahead and do some shaping. And as I mentioned earlier, we are so happy that Heartfelt Creations came up with that wonderful idea to use the shaping molds. You're going to see I already have some ready in here that we're going to go ahead and we're going to be able to keep track of what's already been done. These have already been shaped. You can see that this is just absolutely beautifully done already. We're going to just go ahead and pop those off to the side. And you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and put these into the coordinating cavities. Now I should have mentioned I have used our deluxe flower shaping paper. It's been engineered specifically for the flower shaping process. It's made to take that tiny spritz of water that you're going to need to do your beautiful florals and to have them shaped and to have those fibers break up. So again, that small spritz of water, we're going to go ahead and just clamp this together. I use a big shot to go ahead and shape my florals. So I would have my clear plate on top, my clear plate on bottom. I would run this through my die cutting machine, and we would then have these beautiful, beautiful shaped flowers on hand. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to round out the center of these flowers. You can see how quick and easy this is. We're going to create one of the large version together today, just so you can see how quick and easy it is to create one of these with some beautiful stamen centers. There you go. And then of course we have our leafy accents, which again is the same technique. We're just going to go ahead and pop these out because these are the ones that I've already finished. And you'll see the poppies I had put stamped side up. There's no right or no wrong, but the foliage I do like to put stamped side down. But again, let's try this here. There's no right and no wrong. That quick spritz of water, I'd run this through my die cutting machine, and again we have that beautiful shaped foliage which I just shared with you when I popped it out. Next, let's go ahead and build our florals. We're going to go ahead here and grab the piercing mat, and I've got my piercing tool here as well. I'm just going to go in and pop a hole into the center here. And I'm going to do the same right here as well. And I have my stamens here ready. I'm using the rock candy stamens today. You can see that they come in a wide variety of color. They are a threaded stamen. So what I've gone ahead and done is I have used some floral craft wire, such as this. I've just gone ahead and folded these guys in half with the wire in the center, and I'm ready to now pop this through. So as you can see, I'm just going to pull these through. Oh, maybe I didn't make my hole quite big enough. Nope, here they come. And you can see there that I have a beautiful stamen center there. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to get ready to pull that one through as well. And I want to make sure I'm going to offset my petals. But what I want to do here first is I always like to go in and do just a quick bit of glue in the center, just so that my stamens are staying put. And then what I like to go ahead and do is the next layer, add a little glue in there as well, and then pull these up. And you can see how we now have a beautiful, beautiful floral here ready to be used. I like to seal mine from the back here as well, so that when I'm going to cut them, cut those threads off, we are just going to go ahead and have that all sealed up in the back. I'm going to set that one aside to dry. We're going to go back to our card base, and we are going to start assembling our pieces. So I'm going to go ahead here and just start laying out how I want this to appear on my oval. So we're going to start out with one of these. And I'm going to use hot glue just for time's sake here today. And I'm just going to pop that in here like this. And we're just going to go ahead and pop that in here. I want a really nice full foliage base. I'm just going to go ahead and grab some more pieces here, and this one here like this. And we're going to just go ahead and fill that up. So the one thing I like to do when I'm making a floral cluster is to have a really nice, beautiful, full foliage bed to showcase your flowers. Next, I'm going to just go ahead and grab the flowers that I have pre-made here. And we're going to start kind of laying these out to see how we want this to flow. This is my largest one, so I want that one in the center. So we're going to pop that there. I think that looks about center. We're going to pop that into place. Now, the other thing I should have mentioned I like to do with my poppy petals is I like to sometimes crinkle them. So on some of these, you'll see I've gone ahead and done some hand pleating just by pushing the petals together because they are already shaped. So you're able to bend them together and push them together very easily. So some of these you'll see are a little bit more crinkly than others. And that's how you're able to change up this flower look as well. So here we're just going to go ahead and offset this one down here. I'm going to kind of push it together just so that it looks like they're blooming together. We're going to do the same thing. This is just the same size flower we just did. So I've made 2 of the medium-sized flowers. And again, we're just going to push that in and layer that all together. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in our small ones here at the bottom. Just like this to finish it off. And you'll see how this kind of arches along the curve of the card and finishes off with some small florals as well. Now you will have also seen in our die cut that we were using here, the Simply Classic oval frame, it has these beautiful little accent pieces that I'm going to go ahead and actually use as some foliage as well. I've gone ahead and cut them from some printed paper from the Wild Aster collection, and I just wanted a bit of airiness in this card, so I'm just going to go ahead and tuck them in so that there's a touch of airiness and some lightness brought to the design as well. I don't need a ton of them. I just want to pop some in, and you can see how that just gives it that beautiful touch of airiness there, almost like a baby's breath as well. I've got a few more here. We'll pop one in here. And we'll do one at the top. And I think 4 is perfect for this design. That's going to be beautiful there as well. So for those of you who aren't aware, we are offering birthday savings to you today as well. We are offering 15% off for the entire day of your purchases. That is excluding the warehouse clearance section. And again, that's going to run all day today until 11:59 p.m. tonight. So you have a full day of celebrating, a full day of being able to order all the fun things that you're seeing demonstrated today. And I wanted to make you aware that there's also a birthday giveaway online. If you go to www.heartfeltcreations.us, you'll see that there as well. A 25-year birthday giveaway. They are doing that. You'll find that on Facebook as well, so you can enter on either of those places. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this card here with some Dries Clear adhesive, my Hydra sponge, and some of the Rajnichala Crystal Clear. It is a beautiful, beautiful mixture of sparkly bits, glitter and powders, and it's just absolutely stunning for all of your crafty creations. So there you can see once that's going to dry, you're going to have that beautiful, beautiful shimmer and shine. I'll show you the finished product once again, just so you can really see how those beautiful flowers are going to sparkle and just look absolutely brilliant. I did have a few other samples here that I requested from the design team. This one here is from Monica. She too has used the beautiful peony, or sorry, not peony, poppy. You can see here how she has changed that look up simply by using a blue color. Again, absolutely stunning. Here we have a beautiful card done by Jenny. You can see she's done these gorgeous poppies in vellum. It's absolutely stunning with that gorgeous, gorgeous white embossing on that vellum. And you can see she too has used that stunning glitter that gives so much shimmer and shine. And we have one more here from Ina. This is beautiful. She too has done a different take on the same flower as well, the poppy. So you can see how versatile and how interesting you can make this flower as well, just by playing around with how you're going to shape it. As I said, it's one of my favorite flowers to change up because you can color it in different colors, have it a different look. Again, just absolutely stunning. So thank you so much for joining me, my friends. I hope you enjoyed what I had to share with you today. Again, make sure you're taking advantage of that savings today, that birthday savings of 15% off. If you're not an Insider member already and you're interested in learning about those perks, we will pop a link for you below for that as well. Again, that's free shipping in the US, 20% off for our international friends. And of course, you have all of those beautiful classes that have been assembled for you to take a viewing of, as long as you are subscribed to your Insider membership. Again, they are a $29.99 class each. So again, that's a fantastic savings when you are an Insider member. So again, thank you so much for celebrating for me. Here's hoping for another 25 years Heartfelt Creations. We love you. Thank you so much. Take care, my friend. Bye-bye.